Soul here. Today I'm doing free brief general messages using the Angel Tarot deck by Jane Wallace. What I'll just be doing is pulling you one card to give you just a brief message on what may be to come. So it'll be very quick for specifics, for a specific question or specific topic. Do donate. Sure. So if you're wondering what I'm doing, I pull the cards a bit differently than most people. I use the spelling of your username or whatever name you're using to get a card. They seem to be more accurate that way. You received Three of Swords, and as you can see, the key word here is heartache. So somebody is grieving or will be grieving soon over the loss of something. Doesn't necessarily have to be a partner or anybody that you're romantically inclined with. It could literally be a job, a friendship, an item like a bracelet or something. Just be on the lookout and make sure that your thoughts are kind of clear, because you might be about to lose something pretty soon. So do be careful and track your steps. I hope that made sense to you. So for some reason, I cannot see you unless you say something. I'll know how many people are in here, but if you don't say anything, um, I won't see your name. You're welcome. It looks like there's one other person in here, but I'm not sure who that is. It's not showing names for some reason. So if you want a brief general message, please let me know. It's okay. Um, Hello, Ebony. So what this is just a free, brief, general message on what's possibly to come for you. It'll be pretty quick. For specific questions or topics, do send a donation if you can. So right now, I'm just shuffling for you, Ebony. I will post the link to send a donation if anybody is interested, but I'm not sure how to do that on a mobile device on live. So, but you can find it under one of my videos and then come back. Okay. So for you, Ebony, you have the Six of Cups, and as you can see, the keyword says support. This is about somebody coming in to help you with something, whether it be financial or some sort of advice. Taking into consideration the advice of your loved ones, maybe friends, other relatives or anything like that. They'll be giving you some guidance with some things and being there for you on certain aspects of your life. And it's also saying not to be afraid to ask for help. Hope it made sense. They are just brief and very general, so that is why it went by so quickly. For more detail on it, or like a specific question or anything, um, if you can send a donation, any amount is fine for anybody. But if not, I understand. Some others will probably come in here, but it might be a little bit. Yeah, I recognized your name, but I didn't want to kind of put you on blast there. I didn't want to, you know. But yeah, I knew who you were. I recognized your name. I'll do this pretty often. I'm going to try to. But I know it kind of takes a while for a few more people to get in here. And then some come in and get their message and then they leave, which is fine. But yeah, the general messages are free, but for more specific insight, I am accepting donations for those. And I cannot figure out how to type on the mobile on live. I'm not sure how to do that, so if somebody can go find the PayPal link underneath one of my videos and then send it, that'll actually help me a lot. You can also ask questions about how I work or anything like that. How I work as a reader, what tools I use, anything about my gifts. I will say that one gift that has been see, that's one of the issues I have. It's very, 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 very hard for me to pick a favorite. But because I have quite a few. Well, to a lot of other people, my collection would be considered as um that was my smoke alarm, so I apologize. Um, a lot of people would consider my collection to be a little bit small, but I do have about mm, most of them are oracle or angel cards. I have about maybe 35. I'm not sure. I kind of lost count. Um, My favorite to use at the time would be Energy Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor, and then my favorite tarot deck to use at the moment is the one that you see here, which is Angel Tarot by Jane Wallace. I'm more um, drawn to Oracle and Angel cards because I'm kind of not sure exactly why I'm drawn to them, but to me they kind of organize messages a little bit better than tarot, and um, you don't really have to do too much thinking with an angel or an oracle card deck, in my opinion. It can be read in many different ways as well as tarot, but when I first got started out with cards, because I discovered my natural gifts before I ever even got into um, divination tools, including cards. So I wasn't going to use them at first, but then I kind of got into them, and I started building a collection last year, and they really do help out a lot. So yeah, I'll probably continue to build my collection over time and see where it goes. But so far, to me, it's pretty big. Um, but yeah, my favorite at the moment would be, again, the Energy Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor, as well as for tarot would be Angel Tarot by Jane Wallace. One gift that is developing for me more now, especially recently, is my mediumship skills. Um, I do offer that on my website, but I do give a little disclaimer with that because this for me is a gift that is developing. It can still be very effective, but it may not be as strong as what a inexperienced medium would have. Um, I don't know. Mediumship is, I kind of try to stay away from it unless I'm just really connected to give a message from somebody just crossed over. Um, like recently, I know you know of Psychic Bitch. I answered a question there a couple of days ago, and regarding a girl that wanted to know about her dad that passed on, I guess, not long ago. And not everybody's going to come through, and they'll come through in many different ways. They can come through in the cards, they can come through other people that are crossed over, like this girl. Her, she wanted to connect with her dad, and trying to get a little bit of information from her, and well, not from her directly, but from her dad. But I ended up getting information from her uncle, um, who was passed on. So obviously they're probably together, and he was speaking um, through her dad at the moment. He wasn't speaking. Some will not speak, some won't come through, and some will speak to you through another individual that is with them. Um, what's really scary is when you get their exact name or you get an initial. And I did happen to get her, it wasn't her dad's name, it ended up being her uncle's name, the exact name. And the experience after that for me was kind of, I mean, I've been able to connect to spirit like that, but again, I do try to stay away from it unless I'm drawn to your specific case in a specific way. And I had a weird feeling within my body, like after, um, like the morning that I received her comment that it was accurate and that Jim happened to have been somebody that she was that she actually did lose, but it wasn't the person she was trying to connect to. Um, I don't know, I kind of started to feel a little bit weird. I mean, it was good that I was able to connect like that, but it was kind of overwhelming. So, and uh, some of them, even when you're reading for other people doing mediumship, they actually can stick around a little bit longer with you, even though they don't know you or they're not even related to you. Um, it's really kind of overwhelming because her uncle, he kind of stayed with me for the rest of that day, and like even right now, I feel like he is still with me. I don't know. It's kind of crazy, but mediumship though I do offer. I would need to feel drawn to your specific case. If I don't feel connected to a certain person you want to connect to, I will definitely let you know before you even purchase. Because I can't do everything. I'm not going to lie and tell you that I can. But yeah, sometimes they just will not come through. But, and sometimes they just take time. But yeah. So I did a lot of rambling about that. If you have any more questions, I could talk about the crystals or any other tools I use, whatever other questions you have about my gifts is fine. Um, um, I get that question not a lot, but fairly enough. Am I the only one in my family with my gifts? I don't think so, but I am the only one who is utilizing them. Um, my mom, I mean, everybody is intuitive. We all have an intuition, but some of us are not meant to use it at, a higher level. And my mom, she's very intuitive. I believe I did get some of it from her. Um, like literally, anytime I get advice for something from her, it's really not even advice. She literally like kind of she I don't think she sees herself as gifted, but I do believe that she is, and I do think I got some of my gifts from her. I believe that my grandfather on my mom's side inherited from her as well, um, or from him as well when he passed. And I have it was something I was about to say, but I forgot just that quick. So my grandfather on my mom's side, my grandmother on my dad's side, who crossed over when I was like 3 or 4, I believe she's with me as well. And then I have an uncle who passed in 2011, and I believe that he's been helping me guide. He's been helping to guide me through my spiritual journey. And then my partner's father, he passed last year, and he has also been connected with me. I'm not really close with him or anything, because due to some events, I didn't really get to meet him until um, the year before he passed. But yeah, I do believe he's there also. I mean, a few people that are crossed over um, that are in my family. Some are not even in my family, and they're helping me. And one person I for sure believe has a gift is my mom, but she doesn't, they're not using it in the way that I'm using it. They don't claim to have a gift. So I mean, I guess technically I am a first generation in my family. Not a lot of people actually know about my gift or um, that I even have this business for reasons. But but yeah, I mean, I kind of get. Uh, I mean, I get confirmation that I'm accurate. Like for my sister, one of my oldest, well, my only oldest sister. I have two sisters, but my only one older sister. Um, she shows up at like 10 o'clock, midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning just to get a reading. So that right there just provides me validation that I am, doing what I'm supposed to do, and you know, and I have a gift because sometimes I do doubt myself. But when you got somebody showing up that late to your house just for a reading, then you know that you have to be gifted. So yeah. Yeah, other than that, I'm not really sure. Yeah, it's cool, but I mean, it's not what a lot of people think it is. It is kind of draining. Um, it can affect a lot of aspects of your life. Um, Sometimes people think they want to know everything. Like the clients I get, there's things they ask, but I mean, it's really a good thing not to know every single thing that's gonna happen. Um, and I'm not saying that I know every single thing because I don't, but some things you just don't want to pick up on, and you do anyway with no control over it. I have predicted a lot of things that I did not want to see manifest because they were negative, and then things happen anyway. So I mean, it has its perks, but it also has its downfalls. I have no idea if anybody else is gonna come. It may just take a little bit, but I think when it hits 45 minutes, I'll probably cut it off. We're at 23 minutes and 15 seconds. I'm gonna try to stick around a little bit longer. I think I need to start planning these a little bit better because I mean I don't I mean I've got plenty of subscribers, so you would think that I would have, a few more people, but oh well. And if you hear any screaming or fighting, that would be some children outside. Sure. I was just about to say if you wanted to ask about the crystals, you could too. I'm really just kind of starting to work with them more, so You just reminded me, speaking of pendulums, I need to get another one because I know the chain somehow broke off of mine and then. Hello. Would you like a card message? I didn't catch your name. It kind of disappeared. Let me see. Uh, okay. So they're already shuffled. It'll be just a quick, brief little message on maybe what to look out for or what's to come for you soon. Um, um, I'm not exactly sure how to paste the link into the live stream on a mobile phone because that's what I'm using at the moment. So if you want a specific question, I mean, you can kind of, I have the payment links in the description boxes and all of my other videos, so you can just maybe take a second and go, grab it and come back. But I've been trying to see if I could copy and paste it into the live stream, and for some reason I'm not able to even type on a mobile on live. So if somebody knows how, please let me know. Okay. Oops. So I think Ebony is going to go grab the link for you because y'all are able to send messages here. For some reason, I'm not on this phone. Or maybe I just don't know how yet. I am working on your card message, but okay. Okay. Are you talking about the link or your question? I'm not sure what it is, but on my end, I've never been able to do to type anything on mobile live on a phone. On a laptop, it works perfect, but I can't do it here. Okay, so I did get your card message, and you have the Hangman, and as you can see, it says Angel of Prophecy at the bottom. The Hangman is about reflection. It's also about somebody with uncertainty as well. So basically paying attention to small details. I know a lot of people think that small details don't really matter, but they actually make a big difference. So this is just a message telling you to kind of look at the bigger picture. And you can do that just by paying attention to the smallest of actions, or pay attention to the little stuff. It makes a big difference. And that could be with anything. I don't know how to get the link in there. What you could do though is send me an email and let me know that you've sent the donation, and then I can, answer your specific question. My email address is giftedsoul777 at gmail.com. The payment links are also in the okay. The payment links are also in my automated message on my email. Okay. So what was your question? The messages, they pop up and then they disappear, so okay. I probably should have grabbed my other decks, but while I am working on that, Ebony, I noticed you said you wanted to ask about crystals. We kind of lost track of time and forgot all about that. I'm shuffling for, not sure if I'm pronouncing your name right. If it's Tia, I'm not sure. I do apologize if I'm not saying it correctly. And I'm dropping cards all over the place. Perfect. So unique spelling, so see, we have a third person in here. Hi. Okay, so I wanted to say this before I got the card out for you, Tia. I get that you asked that because maybe it seems like maybe he's been distant with you. And the crazy thing is that you've gotten 5 of Pentacles, and as you can see, the key word is isolation. So that just gives validation that that's probably the reason why you asked. Let me look further. So you also have 6 of Wands and Knight of Swords. I do believe that it is due to another individual, whether that is somebody he associates with, like a friend or a family member or something. They're influencing him to kind of change his outlook on certain things. They're not necessarily saying that they don't condone what he has with you or whatever it is, but the main reason for his distance at this time is because he's listening to other people's opinions. That's where the Knight of Swords come in at. And it's like certain people are recognizing how far you two have come. How your relationship is kind of succeeding, and a lot of people, or it may have in the past, and a lot of people are kind of getting envious over that. So it's causing for people to kind of try to change his mind with it. So it's nothing really personal against you. It's like we listen to other people's opinions too long and too much, and Instead of going with what we feel, we kind of give into peer pressure. So that is what I feel like he is doing. But and also Six of Wands is saying that that is temporary energy. So things will get back in track or back on track. Sorry, but it might just take a little time. And definitely, he's gonna have to stop listening to other people. And I get that you are kind of listening to other people as well, and that's normal. But you're letting don't let people get to you 100%, because letting people get to you will affect the success of your relationship eventually. So kind of just let rumors and whatever else go in one ear and out the other, and it's the same thing that he needs to do. But yeah, I feel like that's what it is. And also Pentacles goes over financial issues, or the financial aspect of life. And with Five of Pentacles, his finances may be a little bit straining, and it's causing him to kind of go distant from you, because that's what he's most focused on. So it seems to be other people's opinions, and then he's kind of focused on a lot of different things, including like his financial status. So I hope that helps. I do see that you have left the room, so I do hope that this resonated. Um, and that you understood what I saying. In a live chat, it is very normal to pick up on a lot of different energies. So if anything sounded confusing, it could have been because I'm been drawn to somebody else. Now, when you do an individual personal reading outside of here, then it'll be a better connection. So those were your cards, Tia. If you want a card message and have not received one yet, just let me know. It'll be a brief general message. So did that resonate with you? If you missed it, the video will be uploaded after I get done with the live stream. Okay. Yeah. Um, yeah. It's kind of a few people not really feeling y'all's relationship for some reason, but if anything, that's what is gonna kind of put y'all on hold. Um, like if you ever do have a break or something, it'll be due to that mainly. Because I'm not seeing it being anything against you personally. It's just what other people are putting in his head. Sure. Is there something else specific you wanted to know? What exactly do you need like more clarification on? You got the exact same three cards that I just pulled. Because if you did, that is a major sign. If you're saying that you just got the same cards when you did it for yourself, the same exact three cards that I just pulled, um, that's something that you would actually need to take into deep consideration, because that's a definite message. Again, I just feel like there's a lot of he say, she say going on. Let me pull one more card. Uh, so you get Eight of Swords, and it says restrictions at the bottom. So that's just about some blockages going on within the relationship. And again, I really just feel like it's because of other people's running their mouth, to be honest. Um, but if y'all pay too much attention to that, that is what's going to cause y'all's relationship to kind of crumble. Um, where it's headed, you have the High Priestess, and it says Angel of Power. Um, um, for some reason, I get really good connection between you and this person. I don't know what it is. Um, now I cannot tell that to everybody, so don't think that it's me just telling you what you want to hear. But with the High Priestess, is it worth your time at all? I feel like it is. Um, but this person is going through a lot within their mind. Um, they have a lot of financial issues, enough to keep them kind of in a constant, I don't know, I can't find the word for it, but as far as where it's heading, I don't feel like it's a waste of time with him. I don't know why, but I get a very strong chemistry with you two. Um, and it may not seem like that sometimes, but I definitely see it overall. Again, you just got to stop paying attention to what other people are saying to both of you. Otherwise, again, the relationship is gonna crumble, and it's gonna be blocked, and it's not gonna be very successful. Um, because Knight of Swords, you can see that it says drama. If you are getting all of these cards, these same exact cards, this is something for you to really pay attention to. Now, you can read it the way you want to read it, but I'm just giving it to you the way that I see it, and what my guides are telling you specifically for it. Um, If I felt like there was something wrong with the connection, I would definitely be honest and tell you about it. But at this time, I don't really see a need for you to take it like too personally. Um, you just kind of have a few jealous people or a few people that just like to get stuff started because they're not happy with their own lives, so they want to try to ruin somebody else's. Um, but yeah, if you're getting the same cards, I do kind of pick up that he is one of your soulmates because I get a very, very, very strong connection when looking into you and him together. It's, I don't know, it seems to be just based on people, I guess, not minding their own business. Again, that's how I see it, but it's more important what you think more than I do. But yeah, hmm, yeah, somebody is trying to like influence his thoughts. Mm, no problem. So I pulled one more for you, and you have Three of Cups, which is always about celebration. So whatever it is you're going through now, if you're gonna move past it, then I do feel like um, it's worth giving a chance. My only advice is, again, and you probably know this, but try to, yeah, that's what soulmate connections do. They make you kind of think as one person. It's very, very normal. And they're not easy relationships to go through. I don't know why a lot of people think that it is, but it's not. Is he an air sign? I could be wrong, but I'm getting an air sign, specifically Libra. It may not be, it may be another one, but I don't know why I got air sign. Um, if you're getting these same exact cards, especially like in a spread at one time, then this is definitely something for you to pay attention to. And not just because, like, it's normal to um, pull the same cards in a row from yourself, but when you have another person pulling the same exact cards for you, that's a definite message. I was going to say water after air. I got the color blue in my head, and I guess it's because of this card. And to me, that signifies either air or water. So yeah. Um, I don't know why I said it. I don't know why I got air though. Yeah, maybe. I'm not big on astrology, but I do kind of pick up on character traits as well as what zodiac sign a person may be affiliated with. But as far as like connecting with birth dates and stuff, I don't do that. Not that I don't believe in it, but that's just not how I work. I would try to like do some type of meditation and try to see what your own guides are trying to tell you. Um, because the message that I'm getting, again, could be what I've said already, but if there's something that is kind of tingling your brain a little bit about what it could be, I would pay more attention to that versus what I said. But yeah, I don't get anything else other than for both of you, especially him, to stop listening to other people. If you have not got a card message yet, please do let me know and I will pull one for you. You're welcome. I may be back later on tonight to do some more. I don't know. Thank you for allowing me to connect to you, Tia. I appreciate it. So, if you're new in the room and you haven't received a card message, and you would like one, it'll just be a brief general message on what's to come for you. Um, do let me know and I will pull one for you. If you want specific questions answered, um, I'm taking donations for those. Any amount. It could literally be $1 and I'll give you a reading on a specific question. I won't know if, well, I'll know how many people are here, but I won't see your name or anything unless you type a message. I'm using a phone right now, so that's probably the reason. Or if you just have questions, general questions about how I work as a reader, you can also ask me some questions. Would anybody else like a general message? It's just a one card draw, but if you have a specific question, I'll pull maybe 3 or 4. Um, but again, for specifics, donations are being accepted. I'll try to do these as often as I can. Maybe once or twice a week, I'll try to do a live stream. And I'll do giveaways and stuff as well. Eventually, not sure when. Um, I believe this is like my third time doing a live stream. So if I seem kind of awkward, that probably is the reason why. Because I'm not used to it. It does get kind of quiet and awkward when there's nobody asking questions or saying anything. I think I'm gonna start scheduling them because right now I'm just doing them when I feel compelled to do them. Um, like this wasn't planned at all. I just had the thought in my head and said, "Hey, why not do a live stream?" I will try to, as soon as I can get this set up to be the way it needs to be, I'll try to do them with my face in them. But right now, this is the best setup to do. Um, on Psychic Bitch, there's a radio talk show that I've been on. I think she canceled that show for the rest of the summer, and I'm not sure when she'll bring it back. I believe she's about to bring it back. So you can also catch me on there where that is where we do free readings. On a radio show, you have to call in. And you can ask pretty much anything. I think it's limited to one question, but we'll do a full reading there for you and try to keep it maybe about 4 or 5 minutes per person. Um, so yeah, I'll might schedule with her whenever she brings that back. Um, I'm not even sure why she took it down, but I do believe she sent a message to the psychics, a psychic bitch, that she'll be bringing it back. So as soon as she does, I think I am going to go ahead and do another show. The first one went well, but it was kind of weird because, again, I'm not used to doing things like that. But I mean, I did get some new clients out of it. So I'm going to, whenever she brings that back, I'm definitely going to schedule with her, and I'll try to put an announcement on YouTube when that option is available and when I'll be scheduled to do a show. I actually do have, she records all those radio sessions. I believe there's still one up on the website somewhere. All you have to do is type in um, Psychic Bitch and put Gifted Soul in there, and you'll probably find it. Even just type in the website name, it might pop up without putting my name in it. Psychic Bitch is a pretty cool website, and it's very generous. She has a team of amazing psychics that take time to answer questions for free. And what people don't understand is that it takes energy. So it's not just us like giving you advice or giving you answers. We have to really tune into that stuff. So, like, a thank you goes a very long way, especially when you're getting it for free. And then she also keep losing my thoughts. She also gives her psychics free readings whenever they need them because we need help too. Probably just as much as a regular person would need. We can give y'all guidance all day long, but we can be blocked and not be able to give ourselves that guidance. And I want to say she's looking for new readers at this time. She has changed a few of the rules to where I think if we don't answer any questions on the site within 7 days, um, our listing goes off the website. So in order to get it back on there, we have to start answering questions. Um, at one period of time, my listing went off. So if you saw that my listing wasn't there, it was because I was absent. And if you see that there are other readers that have disappeared, that is the reason. They haven't been active on Psychic Bitch a lot, I guess, within the past few months or so. So, again, if you're not answering within 7 days, your psychic listing and advertisement goes off of the website. So there's a lot of psychics that you won't see on there for right now. I think it's just me and maybe about 4 or 5 others at this time. And then we lost Psychic Angelina um, earlier, no, before the new year. Um, and we didn't know until way after. She had passed due to complications with her diabetes. And everybody wondered where she went, and um, our the investigators did some digging and found that she um, had passed. So yeah. So probably in the next 25 to 30 minutes, I'm gonna cut this off. I'm always available for readings outside of YouTube. Um, yeah. If you are new in the room and haven't received a general brief free message, let me know and I'll pull a card for you. It'll be about what's to come or what to maybe look out for coming up soon. Donations are accepted for specific questions for the live streams only. For outside of the live streams, there are fixed prices for questions. So today is July 23rd, and it is my love's birthday today. I guess he's having a good one. My specialties include the following, but are not limited. I specialize in finances and career, love and relationships, your life's purpose, your life's destiny, um, work, dreams. From time to time, I am able to connect with those who have crossed over. I also give insights into the sexual aspect of your life as well. Any subject I can pretty much grasp on. Now, some things I will not be able to connect with, and I will definitely let you know if I cannot read something for you. Um, because not all psychics can do every single last gift. Um, I am clairvoyant, clairaudience, clairsentient, empath, intuitive, developing medium. The list goes on, but those are just to name a few. I think we're gonna cut it off when it hits the 1:30 marker, because I've been here for a while and it looks like there may not be anybody else coming in. There seems to be a couple people in and out, but they're not saying anything. So at this point, I'm just kind of talking to myself. So I'm gonna wrap it up pretty soon. I'm gonna address Ebony's question really quickly. Well, she didn't give me a specific question. She was about to ask me about the crystals, but she never got around to asking me what she wanted to know about them. I'm just getting started, really just working with them. Um, I do healings with them. Um, I do keep them near when I do all my readings now. This is an amethyst, and this is really just about transformation, kind of helping you to move on with certain things and certain people. Um, they could be used for pretty much anything. And then I have rose quartz right here, and you might can't pick up on the pink color. This is, oops, this is all about healing within your love life, healing that type of energy. All things love, really. Even if you like want a better communication and relationship with your family members and your friends, it doesn't have to be just a romantic partner. This is the stone that you want to use. And then this, it came with my amethyst stone, so I'm not exactly sure what this one is, but I am going to try and see. But so far it has been really good with money, and I'm not sure if that's because the crystal is green, but yeah, it does help in the financial area so far. So yeah. So my services are very, very affordable. If you go to my website and see, you'll find links and stuff to my website in my other videos in the description boxes. Um, if you go to my website, you'll kind of wonder why I have my prices set so low, and that is because even as a reader myself, I do need guidance myself, and I understand what it is like not to be able to afford guidance from a good psychic. And normally, you would have to pay hundreds of dollars from certain people, or the good ones, they're either too expensive or they're hard to catch up with. They're always booked up. Um, so yeah, I try to put myself in the client's shoes, and that's the whole reason behind why my services are not very expensive. I do healings. I can answer specific questions. I do not need your date of birth to connect. The only time I will need your date of birth is when I am doing a ritual or a healing for you. Um, yeah. Donations get you a general oracle card message that'll be specific to you, but it won't answer a question. But oftentimes it may actually answer a question without you asking it. So, yeah. I am also offering customized readings, which means that you um, can pick any deck off my shelf for me to use for you specifically. And yeah. If you are new to the room, please let me know and I will pull you a brief general card. I can see how many people are in the room, but I cannot see who you are unless you type a message. You can also ask questions about my gifts, or um, about how I got started, general questions about my journey as a reader. I have been here for a little while now, so I'm going to cut it off when it gets to an hour and 30 minutes. I'm at an hour and 18 at the moment. So you gotta say something or make a request, otherwise I'm just sitting here talking to myself. Or um yeah, don't be afraid to ask for a general message. I don't bite. I'm very, very, very nice, despite what people might think about some readers. I'm not one of those arrogant types of readers. My most popular offer is 5 questions for 10.05. You get to ask 5 questions, and I do go into detail. That is a regular offer. It has always been that way, and it will remain that way for as long as I am doing my services. Um, all I would need is your questions. Please do make sure there's only one question per line, not multiple questions in one. 2 to 3 days is allotted for me to complete your reading. If I'm booked up, it increases to 7. Sometimes you can get it in the same day. Otherwise, you would need to wait 2 to 3 days or possibly 7 days before you get your order. Depending on how many people I have ahead of you, and depending on the service that you order. I am about to do a sale soon with a site that I am on. So do look out for that. You would have to probably be subscribed to see the sale because I don't promote some of the sales on my website. I promote them through another website sometimes. It's called psychicbitch.com. I'm not the only psychic there, but I am one of the leading psychics. You should be able to find my listing there, and it'll give you some information about me. Subscribe to that website. Free readings are done there 24 hours a day, all day, every day. Your answers won't be published right when you do a reading though, or right when you get an answer. It may be a few days after your question is answered before you get the answer. Questions I do try to stay away from is fertility related and health related, although sometimes I do make an exception depending on how far the question goes. Say you're wanting to find out if you're currently pregnant, I would recommend to just go to the store and get a 99, well, not 99 cent, but a $10 pregnancy test or something rather than getting a reading, because we are not qualified healthcare professionals, so you would definitely need to go check that out from somebody in that field. I try to stay away from diagnosing people with health problems, but oftentimes I do pick up on illnesses and things like that, but again, I try to stay away from it. So yeah. You can email me at giftedsoul777@gmail.com for inquiries or even just to stop in and check in. If you have video ideas, let me know. I am also now offering ASMR readings. Those are a little bit pricey just because of the nature of the service. ASMR readings will be around $100. That is literally my highest service, I believe. Aside from one of my energy healings are 120. But other than that, ASMR would be the highest. I don't have it listed yet, but I am about to list it. So if you're into ASMR and want an ASMR reading, if not with the general pick of cards on YouTube, I will. You can definitely get that service from me outside of YouTube, but it is ASMR is going to cost because, yeah. And if you want a little snippet of ASMR readings from me, I have a general pick a card reading that I did recently for yes or no questions that I did ASMR with. And I have decided to add it on my list of services. So in a few minutes, I will be cutting this off. Like I said, I'm gonna try to definitely plan these a little bit better because I've got almost 100, well, almost 200 subscribers, and literally I don't see but a few of you every time I do a live stream. So I think it's because of my timing. I am also going to be doing a video soon about why we charge. Yeah. Because I know a lot of people don't understand why we want to gain from telling the future. It's a lot more that goes into it than a lot of people think. So that is why a number of us do charge. And some of us, this is the only line of work that we do, so we have no choice. You can also find me at My Tarot Advisor. My nickname Gifted Soul would be underneath my listing, but my real name would be what would show up there, and that would be how you would find me. We do video readings, photo readings, live chat, and text. So I'm going to cut off in about 2 or 3 minutes here. I appreciate those of you who did come in. And I do give thanks to all of my subscribers, as there will not be a channel without you. I've gotten way more support subscribers than I ever thought possible. I'm almost at 200. For some people that is not a lot, but for somebody like me that is a major accomplishment. So I do appreciate it. If you are not subscribed, I do encourage you to do so. I try my best to deliver videos often. Live streams is something that I want to do often, but I'm not exactly sure how I would come by doing that. So yeah. If you are new to the room and haven't received a card message, please let me know and I'll pull one for you. Hi Danielle. Would you like a general card message? I'll just be briefly going over something that may be coming up for your life soon. That message would be free, but for specifics, I am accepting donations for those. It looks like you're the only one in here at the moment. I do have some people coming in and out. I think I'm trying to make sure I already shuffled these. Yeah, I shuffled them. I've been waiting quite a bit for another person to come in. Okay. You received the Chariot, and it says at the bottom, Angel of Guidance. So as you can see, there's two different color horses. There's a white horse and there's a black horse. To me, that symbolizes wanting to take a different approach to something or be different. It could also mean that you have kind of different goals as a certain person, and that's kind of making it hard for you to keep the, I guess, the relationship fresh. It could be about anything, but to me, I go more so by the images and not really the words. But most of the time, this card is, to me, it speaks of indifference. And it also speaks of a deeper knowing. So, yeah. I mean, you can take it to mean what you think it means. But usually for me, it speaks of wanting to switch things up a bit and wanting to be different. Given the two different color horses there. Um, yeah. I'm going to pull one more for you just to kind of get more of an understanding, because sometimes the one card messages, which is what I was trying to do, but some of them, they don't make sense unless you pull a second or third card. So you also got justice. So whether this is some type of legal situation or maybe somebody or something that has not went exactly correct in your life or to your favor, it's going to change around for you soon. It could be a legal matter, financial issues, um, issues in a relationship or with somebody else specific. Um, you're gonna, whatever it is, you're gonna come out on top and it'll work out. These are just messages on what to look forward to. Um, Coming up, I would say maybe within the next few weeks or so. Okay, that may be what that is referencing to. Um, it looks like taking maybe a different approach to it would kind of go, whatever you have in mind now, I feel like it's telling you may need to take a different approach in order to come out on top and, really get justice. Um, so, yeah. If you also have like questions about my gift or anything like that, I will be happy to answer those as well. And if you hear children, that will be neighbors outside. So I do apologize if they get too loud. You would think they would be in the house by now, but guess not. Okay. Do you have any general questions about um, my gift, how I work? I am doing. I'm okay today. I mean, I could be better as always, but I'm doing pretty good today. I hope you're doing well as well. Yeah, I started feeling effects of that earlier on. Um, yeah, retrograde could really mess you up. I've been any bad cycle that has gone on this year with that. Um, Within the planets and stuff this year, I have felt every single bit of it. Most of the time, I'm able to bypass it somehow, but this year, I'm definitely feeling it. Definitely. And a lot of things kind of falling apart, weird things happening. And I'm noticing that I'm having a lot of health issues. So, and I believe that that has a lot to do with it. I'm usually perfectly healthy, but this year I've really hit a roadblock and it's crazy. Sure, for specific topics and questions, but since you're the only one in here, I'll go ahead and do it. Um, that will usually fall under a donation, but you're the only person in here, and I think soon I'm gonna cut it off pretty soon because I've been here for a little bit and not very many people showed up, so I am always available outside of YouTube as well. For any inquiries, you can contact my email address, giftedsoul777 at gmail.com. Um, hmm. Four of Pentacles for career, and it says control. So I feel like that's kind of like you knowing what you want to do, but you haven't. Um, it's like there's some things missing. And I don't feel like you already. I don't feel like you're doing exactly what you want to do at the moment. And this is about finances as well. But yeah. Also, if you have any pick a card reading ideas, um, I'll be happy to look at those as well. Hi, Diana. Would you like a general card message? It'll just be brief to let you know what's possibly to come. Um, what's coming up for you soon? Maybe like a month or two ahead. Maybe within a few weeks. Just what's coming up in the future. A brief little message. For specific questions, you would have to donate, but what the free messages are, they're just touching base on something general. Now, they can possibly end up answering a question that you have without having to ask it, but I mean, you can do it that way. But for me to look into it specifically, I would have to get a donation. Now, for free questions for me, you can submit at psychicbitch.com. My listing should be there to be Gifted Soul. And I do volunteer there. 100% free readings there. No credit card or anything is needed at all. So, Diana, if you are still here, I get the feeling that you were asking about, you were wanting to ask about something significant in your love life. Something involving another person. Doesn't even necessarily have to be a romantic relationship. You have Six of Swords here. As you can see, the keyword there is resolution. Sorry, I cannot hardly see. So whatever you're going through with somebody or a certain situation, you are going to come to a solution with this person or the situation. Yeah, that's a good idea, Danielle. I think I did something similar to that earlier this year, but I can definitely do it again and ask it in that way. I remember asking who will be my new love. It should still be up on my website. Not my website, but my channel. So, yeah. So, Diana, this could possibly answer the question that you were wanting to ask. I hope it makes sense. Swords are all about kind of slicing through things and looking at the bigger picture. So whatever you're going through, whatever roadblock you have hit with a certain situation or person, it's gonna get better soon. So for readings outside of YouTube, do contact me at my email address. It's giftedsoul777@gmail.com. I'm trying to figure out some pick a card readings that, I mean, love life ones will be okay, but I've done so many of them to the point where I feel like people are going to get tired of it. So I want to try to find, I haven't found a way to phrase a question for another aspect of life without it making sense. I did do one on finances not long ago, but it's like, for me so far, people are paying more attention to the love readings, which it was to be expected, to be honest. But yeah. I have been here for a long, long time. Also, I do run a free reading contest monthly. I had stopped doing it for a while, but I'm about to put it back up again soon. So, do visit my website and go to the tab Enter Free Reading. I believe that's what it's called. So, at first, I did not allow specific questions with that. It would be a general reading, but I am about to allow questions. You do not have to purchase anything to be eligible for that contest. That is for everybody, even if you've never purchased from me. I have no idea what that is. So before I cut this off, I do like to wish my handsome partner a happy birthday today. Not sure if I get to see him today, but yep. My birthday's already passed earlier this year, and we are the same age. Do wish him a good one because he's been through a lot within the past few years. So in about 5 minutes, unless somebody else comes in, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Um, Again, I'm going to try to plan these a lot better. Just gonna try to wait and see if one more person comes in within the next 5 to 10 minutes, and if not, I'm gonna go ahead and close it out for today. I might be back later on for a late night session. Hopefully, people are up at that time. Usually not. I have more people today. It's just that they're not staying in, they're in and out. And I have maybe a few people at a time. And that's actually good, but I don't know. So again, specific questions require donation. Any amount is accepted. But for a general message on what's to come, no specific questions, that one is free. I do not see the chats or your names unless somebody types. I'm on mobile. If I was on a laptop or a computer, I would be able to type to you all, but it looks like on a mobile phone it doesn't allow you to type in the live stream. I guess we can just talk. The kids in this neighborhood are pretty loud, so I do apologize if you hear a lot of noise. That is my smoke alarm once again. It just needs batteries and I have not gotten around to getting them changed. So again, I am available for readings outside of YouTube. 2 to 3 days after purchase is when you are likely to receive your reading. If you are new to the room, please let me know and I'll pull you a card for general upcoming insight. Unless you type, I won't know if you're in here um, or who you are. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this one off. It has been a pleasure. Um, I might be back later on to do another live session, but this one will be strictly uh, either a fixed rate or would you like a card? I'm not sure who you are exactly because it doesn't show names or anything unless you type a message. I am going to head off pretty soon, so. So if you missed this live session and would like a reading outside of YouTube, just email me and um, I will try to work with you. My email address is giftedsoul777 at gmail.com. Do allow within at least 2 to 3 days for me to respond. Usually I respond in the same day, but if not, do expect a response within 2 to 3 days. Um, yeah. I do not know when I will be doing another live session. Again, I might do one a little later on in the night, but I'm not sure yet. That is my chair squeaking. So if you have not received a card and would like one, please do let me know. Hello. I, Kelsey, I think I'm saying it right. I don't know. I do apologize if I'm not. Would you like a card? This is general insight on what to look out for, maybe what's to come up for you soon. For specifics, those would require donations, but the general card is free. Yes, I'm shuffling. That is my smoke alarm. So I think it's Kelsey. I do apologize if I'm saying it wrong. It's Clecie, I think. Um, you have Five of Swords, and the key word is loss. So I don't know, maybe if you're grieving something or someone at the moment, maybe you've lost a particular item and can't find it. Or maybe you've lost a friendship or a relationship has gone bad or something within that. Um, so this is just about a need for somebody to heal from something or someone. It could be physical wounds, even. It's just something in particular that you have lost. Um, it's really just telling you that it's okay to kind of grieve and be lost for a little bit. Whether you're, if you find that thing again, this signifies that if you do, it won't be for a long time. Um, you could have possibly lost anything recently. Okay, yeah. So, mm, swords are usually about slicing through and seeing bigger picture. I can't tell you with this card if they're going to, if the relationship is going to come back, but um, I do feel like, though, that this energy may have been kind of toxic for you, whether it seemed that way or not. It's possible for it to come back, but in the meantime, it does tell me that you would need to continue to walk away for the time being. Or this is just validation of something that you're going through. It may not even be telling you to do anything. Um, you said you did just lose a relationship, so this is possibly why that came up, just to tell me what it is that you were going through, rather than telling you what's coming up. Yeah, yeah. Mm. I'm gonna pull one more for you, just to see if I can get a better understanding. Well, you have strength here, and it says Angel of Courage at the bottom. So, Five of Swords and Strength connected together. Um, that's just talking about how you'll be able to get through it. You're gonna go through a grieving process, obviously, um, but overall, you'll be able to get through it, and pretty soon, might I add. Um, one more. I'm trying to stick with one, but I feel like I need to do one more. Um, so you have Seven of Cups choices. Um, that indicates that I don't know if you two will be back together just yet, but I do see somebody returning and you having to choose between either them and another person, or um, choosing whether or not to take them back or to just continue to move on. So there's definitely a choice coming up with that person. So I don't know when and I don't know exactly how, but at some point they are going to make a return for one reason or another, and you will have to make a decision on whether or not um, to continue on with them or to move forward. No problem. Um, so I'll try to do these. I'm not going to say often because that would be a lot, but you'll probably see me more. with lives. If you want a reading outside of YouTube, do contact giftedsoul777 at gmail.com. I offer services at very low prices, and the reason being is because I know how hard it is to want guidance from a good reader and not be able to afford it or catch the person. It's hard to catch the good readers. They're always booked up or too expensive. So I made sure that I put myself in the client's shoes and made sure that my services would be affordable and available to everybody. That would be my sister calling. I'm going to call her back in a few minutes. Hopefully it wasn't about my nephew, because I did get some news about him last night that was, well, this morning, about something that happened last night. But yeah. I think I'm going to go ahead and do another one tomorrow, if not later on tonight. I'm not sure yet. But anyways, I thank you all for tuning in. And I'll see you in the next one.